Daily Horoscope for Virgo. March 26, 2025, Dear Virgo. Today marks a significant cosmic turning point in your annual journey as the stars align to illuminate your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. With the sun firmly established in fiery Aries, your normally cautious nature is being gently pushed toward more decisive action, particularly in matters that involve others. As dawn breaks on this Wednesday, you'll feel the strong influence of Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn. This powerful alignment brings clarity to your thought processes and enhances your already formidable analytical abilities. While Mercury sharpens your mind, Saturn provides the structure to channel these insights into practical outcomes. This is not a day for idle speculation, but rather for applying your intelligence toward solving lingering problems. The moon in Sagittarius today creates an interesting dynamic for you, dear Virgo. It activates your fourth house of home and foundations, bringing emotional focus to your personal space and family relationships. You may feel a stronger than usual pull toward domestic matters, perhaps a desire to reorganize your living environment or address family concerns that have been simmering beneath the surface. This lunar energy, while expansive, might make you slightly more emotional than usual, something that typically makes your earth sign nature uncomfortable. Venus, currently transiting through Taurus, casts a favorable aspect to your sun sign today. This creates a sublime opportunity for harmony in relationships, especially those that align with your values and long-term vision. For single Virgos, this transit increases your attractiveness to potential partners who appreciate depth and substance over fleeting connections. Those in committed relationships will find it easier to express affection in practical, meaningful ways, your preferred love language. In your professional sphere, Mars in Gemini is activating your 10th house of career and public reputation. This placement brings dynamic energy to your work life, possibly accelerating projects or bringing new opportunities that require quick thinking and adaptability. Your natural attention to detail combines beautifully with this Geminian energy, allowing you to multitask effectively without sacrificing accuracy. Be prepared for increased visibility today. Your contributions are likely to be noticed by superiors or influential colleagues. Financially, Jupiter's position suggests a period of steady growth rather than dramatic windfalls. Your practical approach to money management serves you well today, as you're able to see beyond immediate gratification toward long-term security. Consider reviewing investment strategies or retirement plans, as your analytical abilities are particularly sharp for financial planning. Health-wise, the planetary configurations point to a need for balance between mental and physical exertion. Your ruling planet Mercury emphasizes mental activity, which could lead to overthinking or anxiety if not channeled properly. Incorporate calming practices like mindful breathing or a short meditation into your morning routine. Physical exercise that engages both mind and body, perhaps yoga or swimming, would be particularly beneficial today. Your perfectionist tendencies might be amplified under today's Virgo-Saturn influences. While attention to detail is your superpower, remember that pursuing flawlessness can sometimes prevent completion. The day's energy supports progress over perfection, so challenge yourself to define good enough and move forward with projects rather than polishing indefinitely. Interestingly, Neptune's subtle influence today opens a rare window for your intuitive capabilities. While you typically rely on logic and analysis, today offers opportunities to balance these with gut feelings and intuitive insights. Pay attention to subtle impressions about people or situations. Your subconscious mind is processing information in ways that your conscious mind might miss. In relationships, communication takes center stage today. With Mercury so prominently aspected, misunderstandings can be avoided through clear, direct expression. However, be mindful that not everyone appreciates your straightforward approach to problem solving. Some may need emotional validation before hearing your practical solutions. This awareness will serve you well in both personal and professional interactions throughout the day. The asteroid palace, Athene forms a significant aspect to your sun today, enhancing your strategic thinking and pattern recognition. This influence is particularly valuable for creative problem solving and identifying innovative approaches to old challenges. Don't dismiss unusual ideas today. They may contain the seeds of brilliant solutions. Your connection to nature and earthly elements is heightened under today's planetary aspects. Taking even a brief break outdoors, feeling soil between your fingers while gardening or simply walking barefoot on grass would help ground scattered energies and restore your sense of connection to the physical world. For Virgos involved in teaching, writing, or communication fields, today brings exceptional clarity of expression. Complex concepts can be distilled into accessible language, making this an excellent day for presenting information, training others, or documenting procedures and processes. The day's numerical vibration resonates with organization and service, two qualities that align perfectly with your Virgo nature. Use this harmonious energy to implement systems that will serve you long-term, whether digital organization tools or household management strategies. Toward evening, the moon's square to Neptune may introduce an element of confusion or emotional fog. Decisions made after sunset might not have the same clarity as those made earlier in the day. Important conversations or commitments are best scheduled before 4 p.m., when your mental acuity is at its peak. Your lucky color today is navy blue, representing depth, wisdom, and calm authority, qualities that will serve you well in professional settings. The number 4 carries fortunate energy for you, symbolizing stability and foundation building. If making important calls or scheduling appointments, the hours between 10 a.m. and noon offer the most favorable cosmic support. For romance, the evening hours after 7 p.m. show the most promise, as Venus aspects soften your sometimes overly practical approach to love. Allow yourself to be present in the moment rather than analyzing every interaction. Spontaneity can lead to delightful connections. Sleep patterns may be affected by tonight's celestial alignments. Consider a calming bedtime ritual to signal your body and mind that it's time to rest. Avoid screens in the hour before sleep, as Mercury's influence can keep your analytical mind active when you should be winding down. As you navigate through this day, dear Virgo, remember that your greatest strength lies in bringing order to chaos and clarity to confusion. Your gifts of discernment and improvement are exactly what the world needs today. Trust your natural abilities while remaining open to the subtle cosmic nudges guiding you toward growth and fulfillment. Overall, March 26, 2025, offers you a balanced blend of practical opportunity and spiritual growth, a day to refine systems while expanding vision. Approach it with your characteristic thoroughness, but allow also for the magic that appears when you release the need to control every outcome. The stars support your journey today, constant in their movement yet steadfast in their guidance. On March 26, 2025, Virgo finds itself amid a fascinating planetary arrangement that profoundly impacts your analytical nature. The sun sits firmly in Aries, activating your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. This position creates a subtle tension with your natural tendencies, pushing you to address deeper emotional matters rather than just surface-level organization. The sun forms a challenging square to your ruling planet Mercury, which on this particular day resides in the final degrees of Pisces, preparing to enter Aries tomorrow. This Mercury placement in your 7th house creates a brief communication fog around partnerships before clarity arrives. Venus, positioned in early Taurus, illuminates your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy, creating a harmonious trine to your Virgo energy. This placement softens your typically critical approach and allows you to appreciate beauty in broader concepts and foreign connections. Mars, energetic and assertive, travels through Cáncer in your 11th house of community and future aspirations, forming a productive sextile to your natal placements. This infuses your social connections with purposeful energy while maintaining your methodical approach. Jupiter continues its journey through Gemini in your 10th house of career and public recognition, creating a square aspect to Neptune in Pisces. For Virgos specifically, this creates a tension between career expansion and the need for precision. You may find yourself questioning the accuracy of information presented in professional settings. Saturn, the taskmaster, remains in Pisces in your seventh house of partnerships, testing the foundations of your closest relationships through lessons of boundaries and commitment. The moon transits through intense Scorpio in your third house of communication early in the day, forming a supportive trine to Neptune. This heightens your intuitive capabilities, particularly beneficial for medical Virgos or those in analytical fields requiring both precision and intuition. By evening, the moon shifts into expansive Sagittarius, creating a more challenging square to your Virgo energy that may leave you feeling emotionally stretched beyond your comfort zone. Uranus in Gemini continues its revolutionary journey through your career sector, forming a significant trine to Pluto in Aquarius in your sixth house of work, health, and daily routines. This powerful aspect represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to revolutionize your approach to work and wellness through technological innovation and community collaboration. The North Node in Aries sits in your eighth house, suggesting your spiritual growth path involves becoming more comfortable with transformation and the unknown, challenging territory for security-loving Virgos. Chiron, the wounded healer, positioned in Aries, activates healing opportunities around financial interdependence and vulnerability, areas where Virgos typically prefer self-sufficiency. Meanwhile, asteroid Ceres in Cáncer nurtures your 11th house connections, suggesting that community involvement becomes a source of emotional nourishment. Juno in Leo illuminates your 12th house of the unconscious, bringing commitment issues that have been hidden beneath the surface into awareness. The planetary ruler of Virgo, Mercury, forms a conjunction with Neptune just before changing signs, creating a day where precision may feel elusive. This conjunction in your partnership house suggests conversations with close associates might seem unclear or idealized. For practical Virgos, this requires patience and acceptance that not everything can be immediately categorized or understood. The Mercury-Neptune conjunction forms a sextile to Pluto, indicating that allowing some uncertainty actually facilitates deeper transformation. For Virgos working in analytical fields, particularly medicine, accounting, or research, this day's planetary positions create a curious blend of precision and intuition. The Neptune influence softens your typically sharp mental faculties, while Saturn's disciplined energy maintains necessary boundaries. Jupiter's presence in your career house ensures that despite temporary confusion, broader professional growth continues steadily. Black Moon Lilith in Cáncer activates your 11th house of social connections, possibly bringing repressed emotions to the surface in group settings. This placement suggests unexpected emotional revelations when collaborating with others. Pallas Athena, the asteroid of wisdom and pattern recognition, travels through Libra in your second house of resources, helping you identify balanced approaches to financial matters through diplomatic means rather than critical analysis alone. As Mercury continues its dance through your 8th house on March 26th, your communication style takes on a remarkably perceptive quality today. There's an investigative edge to your words, allowing you to uncover hidden meanings in conversations that others might miss completely. You're not just hearing what's being said, you're reading between the lines, detecting subtle shifts in tone, and intuitively grasping what remains unspoken. This heightened sensitivity to communicative nuance serves you especially well in professional settings where precision matters. Your analytical Virgo mind is operating with laser-like focus, cutting through ambiguity and confusion. When you speak today, your words carry weight and authority, particularly concerning shared resources, investments, or collaborative projects. People naturally trust your assessment because of the thorough research evident in your statements. The Mars-Mercury trine forming today amplifies your ability to express complex ideas with remarkable clarity and conviction. You're not simply communicating information, You're strategically positioning your thoughts in ways that influence outcomes. This is an excellent day for negotiations, important discussions about financial matters, or addressing sensitive topics that require both tact and honesty. Notice how your usual tendency to overthink what you're going to say diminishes today. There's a natural flow to your expression that feels liberating. Words simply organize themselves into the perfect structure without the excessive self-editing you sometimes impose. This communicative ease extends to writing projects as well. If you've been struggling with correspondence, reports, or creative writing, today offers a breakthrough where thoughts crystallize with unusual clarity. The Virgo precision you naturally possess finds perfect balance with intuitive understanding, creating expression that's both meticulous and deeply insightful. Your communication particularly shines in one-on-one settings today. Rather than addressing large groups, your most effective exchanges happen in intimate conversations where you can fully deploy your perceptive questioning and active listening. People feel truly heard in your presence, a rare gift that strengthens relationships and builds trust. Despite these favorable conditions, be mindful of a subtle Venus-Saturn square that could create moments of self-doubt, particularly around mid-afternoon. You might temporarily question whether you've expressed yourself clearly enough or worry that your message was misinterpreted. This is merely temporary cosmic interference rather than reality. If digital communication features prominently in your day, expect unusual efficiency and effectiveness. Emails, texts, and social media interactions carry your precise meaning without the misunderstandings that sometimes plague these mediums. You have a special capacity today to translate your thoughts into written form without losing their intended impact. For Virgos involved in teaching, training, or mentoring roles, your instructions come across with exceptional clarity today. Complex concepts break down naturally into digestible components when you explain them. Students or mentees grasp your meaning without the repetition, sometimes necessary. This communication boost extends to nonverbal expression as well. Your body language aligns perfectly with your verbal message, creating congruence that others register consciously or unconsciously. This integration of verbal and physical communication lends authenticity to your presence that others find compelling and trustworthy. The evening hours bring a particularly conducive environment for heartfelt conversations with close family members or partners. The moon's position softens your analytical approach, allowing emotional content to flow more freely into your expression. This balanced integration of head and heart creates communication that satisfies both your need for precision and others' need for connection. Take full advantage of this communicative high tide, Virgo. Schedule important conversations, pitch your ideas, write that proposal, or have that difficult discussion you've been postponing. The cosmic conditions support clarity, understanding, and productive outcomes, especially when you trust your natural capacity for precise, thoughtful expression enhanced by today's uniquely supportive planetary alignment. On March 26, 2025, Virgo experiences a powerful alignment as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your financial sector. This planetary connection opens doors to unexpected monetary opportunities, particularly through communication channels or intellectual pursuits. Your natural analytical abilities are heightened today, giving you an edge when it comes to spotting patterns and possibilities others might miss. The moon's position in your second house of personal resources amplifies your intuition about financial matters. You may find yourself instinctively drawn toward a particular investment or money-saving opportunity that holds genuine potential. This cosmic influence enhances your already meticulous approach to financial planning, allowing you to see both the forest and the trees when it comes to your economic landscape. Venus forms an interesting aspect with Saturn today, creating a balance between desire and discipline. This energy is perfect for making long-term financial plans that require both vision and practicality, something you excel at, Virgo. Consider revisiting your budget or financial goals with this balanced perspective, as adjustments made today could yield significant dividends in the future. A notable aspect between Mars and Uranus suggests unexpected financial news or opportunities may arise suddenly. Stay alert to communications from colleagues or associates, as a casual conversation could lead to a lucrative collaboration. Your ability to quickly adapt and respond to changing circumstances will serve you well under this influence. For Virgos working in fields related to healthcare, technology, or service industries, today's planetary alignments are particularly favorable for financial advancement. Your attention to detail and problem-solving abilities are highly valued, and this may translate into monetary recognition or opportunity. Mercury, your ruling planet, is particularly strong today, enhancing your communication skills and mental clarity. This is an excellent time to negotiate financial terms, discuss raises or compensation packages, or pitch ideas that could generate income. Your words carry extra weight and persuasive power, so use them strategically to advance your financial position. The Sun forms a supportive sextile to Pluto in your productivity sector, suggesting that transformative opportunities may come through diligent work and attention to detail. A project you've been nurturing quietly might suddenly show potential for financial reward. Trust your instincts about which tasks deserve your focus today, as your intuition about where to invest your energy is heightened. Jupiter's influence brings an expansive quality to financial matters today. You might discover a new revenue stream or realize how one of your skills could be monetized in ways you hadn't previously considered. While Virgos typically prefer the tried and true path, today's energy supports calculated risks that expand your financial horizons. For Virgos, on March 26, 2025, the fortunate areas of life will be particularly pronounced as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Pluto, creating a day where your analytical abilities become your greatest asset. This planetary alignment activates your third house of communication and eighth house of transformation, making this an exceptional day for research, investigation, and uncovering hidden information. You'll find yourself unusually perceptive, able to read between the lines in ways others simply cannot. This Mercury-Pluto connection blesses you with an almost detective-like ability to solve problems that have been plaguing you or your workplace for weeks. Financial matters, particularly those involving shared resources, investments, or financial planning, will flow smoothly under this influence. You might discover a tax deduction you've overlooked or identify a way to restructure your debts that saves you significantly in the long run. The universe is supporting your natural attention to detail today, allowing you to spot opportunities others might miss. Additionally, with Venus moving through your seventh house of partnerships, business collaborations and negotiations are particularly favored. If you've been considering approaching someone about a joint venture or collaborative project, today's energy supports these initiatives with unusual force. You'll find others are more receptive to your ideas and more willing to meet your standards of excellence than usual. The placement of Jupiter in relation to your career sector suggests that professional recognition may come from unexpected sources. Your meticulous work ethic and dedication to getting things right will not go unnoticed by those in positions of authority. This could manifest as a surprise acknowledgement, an unexpected recommendation, or even a discussion about advancement that seems to come out of nowhere. Saturn's position brings stability to your daily routines, making this an excellent day to implement systems that will serve you well long-term. Your organizational talents are at their peak today, so use this energy to create templates, spreadsheets, or protocols that will continue providing benefits long after this favorable alignment passes. The Moon's position in your house of higher learning suggests that educational pursuits, publishing efforts, and anything involving expanding your knowledge base will be particularly blessed today. If you've been considering signing up for a course, submitting an article for publication, or even planning travel for educational purposes, the universe is supporting these endeavors wholeheartedly. Your mind is exceptionally sharp today, allowing you to absorb and integrate new information with remarkable efficiency. For Virgos working in healthcare, education, technology, or analytical fields, today brings particularly strong opportunities. Your natural inclination toward service combines with heightened perceptiveness, making you invaluable in solving complex problems. Colleagues and superiors will naturally turn to you for insights, giving you a chance to showcase your capabilities. The day's energy also supports healing work of all kinds. If you've been dealing with ongoing health issues, today might bring clarity about treatment options or lifestyle modifications that could make a significant difference. Similarly, emotional healing is supported, particularly through practical, grounded approaches rather than purely theoretical ones. Relationships with coworkers and service providers flow unusually smoothly today. You'll find it easier to delegate tasks, something that doesn't always come naturally to your perfectionistic sign. Trust that others can handle responsibilities according to your standards, as today's energy supports effective collaboration rather than solo efforts. Technical matters are another area of fortune today. If you've been experiencing difficulties with technology, databases, or systems, today brings clarity and solutions. Your methodical approach combined with enhanced problem-solving abilities makes this an ideal day to tackle issues that have resisted previous attempts at resolution. For Virgos involved in writing, editing, or data analysis, your outputs today will be exceptionally clear and impactful. Words seem to flow more elegantly than usual, and your ability to organize information in accessible ways is heightened. Document important processes now, as the systems you create today will serve you well for months to come. Financially, look for opportunities in areas requiring careful analysis and attention to detail. Investment research conducted today will yield particularly valuable insights. You might identify patterns or opportunities others have overlooked, especially in real estate, healthcare sectors, or technology infrastructure. The day's fortunate energy extends to health matters as well. New nutritional approaches or adjustments to your wellness routine implemented today are likely to produce noticeably positive results. Your body seems more responsive to beneficial changes, making this an excellent day to fine-tune your health regimen. For Virgos seeking employment or considering career changes, today's energy supports applications, interviews, and networking, particularly in fields that value precision, analysis, and service orientation. Your natural talents are magnified today, making you particularly appealing to potential employers who value thoroughness and reliability. Personal organization projects begun today have staying power. Whether you're reorganizing your digital files, creating a new system for managing household tasks, or streamlining your workspace, the structures you implement now will remain useful and relevant far longer than usual. Trust your intuition about what systems will work best for your specific needs. As March 26, 2025 unfolds for Virgo, your social landscape takes on a particularly vibrant quality. With the sun firmly established in assertive Aries, illuminating your 8th house of deep connections and shared resources, you're experiencing a profound shift in how you relate to others. This isn't just about casual interactions, it's about the quality and depth of your social bonds. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned in Pisces on this day, creating an interesting dynamic. While Mercury typically thrives on clear, analytical communication, your natural strength, its placement in dreamy Pisces, is encouraging you to communicate with more empathy and intuition. You might find yourself understanding the unspoken feelings of friends and colleagues with surprising accuracy. This psychic-like perception will prove invaluable during group discussions where not everyone feels comfortable expressing their true thoughts. Venus, currently transiting through sociable Aquarius, is forming a harmonious trine with your sun sign. This planetary arrangement opens doors to unexpected social opportunities, particularly through technological platforms or progressive groups. Don't be surprised if an invitation arrives via an unusual channel, or from someone outside your typical social circle. The energy supports expanding your network beyond familiar territories. Mars in Taurus is activating your ninth house of exploration and higher knowledge, suggesting that educational or philosophical pursuits could lead to meaningful social connections today. Consider joining a book club, attending a lecture, or participating in a workshop. The people you meet through mind-expanding activities